purely is the picks. I mean, that part is kind of remains to be seen. Taking the Scion and the Maokai very, very early. Not going to be necessarily an easy laning matchup against Jhin and Malzahar in the bot lane.
Yeah, and we have to see how Mickey's going to do with this Rise coming in. It's been, hit or miss so far during this split. A couple games, as mentioned, where, he's just trying to hard carry. Does so much work for his team, but the rest of them aren't there. So we'll have to keep our eyes on him, how he's going to be impacting the map, utilizing those Realm Warps to move around and try to create picks for his side of things. But Ian back over onto the Syndra. Big comfort on a lot of these champions here for the side of MVP. But ADD's Renekton, a bit of a question mark on this.
Just watch Beyond. To me, he's the one who's going to set the pace of this game. He has 2 pushing lanes or pressure lanes in the Syndra versus Rise and also the Renekton in top. So if he can invade, keep up his level of play, which honestly has been pretty exclusively on that Elise, that could unlock the early game, the snowball start, and I don't think even a Zillion Chrono Shift will be enough to stop MVP.
All right, well, let's go ahead, jump straight onto the rip for this game 1. Tigers desperately trying to avoid 9th place. So try to get a win right here.
Ooh. Now you're not hosting the heavies either.
We definitely put that one in the ground. All right, though, Linderong looking to put ADD in the ground. Songwon arrives, takes him out with the Void Spikes, and that's first blood over to ROX.
Same levels, actually calling in Ian as well.
Will also get spotted up by the ward, which should just be the full retreat here for Linderong and Songwon. Big time investment. They're going to push forward.
And still here.
ADD takes a lot of damage. Beyond goes forward. ADD going low. Might have to flash out of this one. Stun not going to connect. And that's actually Linderong coming up with a kill. Ian, not level 6, won't be able to find an answering kill. Additional health back.
We're just camping ADD now. He doesn't have any combat stats still, only damage.
Go ahead, spot him. This is Beyond nearby. He needs to line up that Cocoon. Connects onto Songwon, not Linderong, who's taking up the tower. Still might be able to come up with a kill. Songwon goes into the ultimate. Won't be able to get out.
Oh.
Linderong tries to trade one back, cannot do so. ADD barely makes it out with his life. The dominance enough to keep him up. And that's 2 kills on the board now for MVP. Songwon in the bottom lane, meanwhile, getting hit up by the Nethergrass straight into the root from the Deadly Flourish. That's a kill going over to Max. Support Jhin here to help out.
This seems like a waste to go. Such aggressive moves, they lose out on lane posture, they lose out on map pressure. All for a low percentage kill, as meanwhile, once again, it's a 2v2 kill.
Just flash.
Instant ult.
Hello.
Very, very hard to twitch that particular spell shield. Had about 0.2 of a second, as there was actually a stutter step forward for the Malzahar before he ulted. Songyu's had enough of these Malzahar hijinks. They've died twice in the 2v2, so ending the laning phase, as we saw Samsung do yesterday.
I'm just going to send everybody.
Well, Renekton doesn't do much in the 1v2. It's the reason why he died away as a pick during the lane swap meta. Let's turret dive him again. We brought back up this time.
Probably going to go down this time. Oh, almost made it out alive.
What about ROX members?
Get finished off with a ricochet. Songyu picks up the kill. MVP and Beyond arriving. First turret gold going to go over to MVP in the bottom lane as they work that down. Now it's Ian and Beyond against the world. Desperately trying to hold this turret. Key does not have his ultimate. Ian, a little bit low on mana though, still has a good amount of wave clear, as you can see. Completely wipes out that back line. And ROX, they won't be able to come up with it quite yet.
4,000 gold lead for MVP. Cocoon needs to spell death. Cocoon into the W from Renekton should observe kills. Malzahar, Syndra, Jhin can all catch. Speaking of catch,
down onto Key, can't even use the ultimate on himself. He just gets decimated.
That's another ultimate that wasn't needed. Ian did not need to ult either, Achilles.
Yeah, it was just the scatter of the week was plenty of damage. Enough to take down that squishy Zillion. Linderong still desperately swinging away at that turret in the bottom lane, trying to trade something back for his team, but MVP come up with a kill. They won't be able to get that tier 2 turret quite yet. Wave clear still going to be there from Songyun. Meanwhile, Ian coming up the wall. Mickey, one shot from dead.
Anything.
There we go. 4th and final shot finds it. Maha lines him up, takes him down. 1-0-2 on the Jhin. And there it goes. All right.
Teleport coming in also from
Beyond
MVP.
finds Key. He gets silenced yet again. Can't cast anything. Can't use the flash or the exhaust. He gets taken out. Songwon goes low. Realm Warp comes through as Mickey arrives, trying to defend his jungler, but they won't be able to take away the blue buff. Ian, yet again, will just snatch that up for himself.
Playing the Zillion into the Malzahar suppression and silence, as you mentioned, Achilles, and into Max, of all people.
I mean, look at this, though. Baron coming through. Songwon had to recall, no way to try to jump in to get the smite.
Yeah, it's going to die very fast.
And it's already gone. Mountain and Infernal really helping out. ROX are trying to push in mid. This is really dangerous if they get pinched on.
Well, they think that MVP's low in health, but because of the Voidlings and Spiderlings, they're not Achilles.
Linderong, he's going to get rooted, goes through, gets onto ADD, who has to flash out. But Dominus does get popped. Meanwhile, that's going to be Linderong falling with the Zillion ultimate is there, but a double stun comes through. Ian, can he find the follow-up? Curtain call.
Maha.
Opened by Maha. Can he find a prime target? Will chunk out Mickey quite a bit, 655 on the last shot, but no one is there to finish him off. So no kills coming through for the side of MVP, but they net themselves a Baron at 20 minutes. Tier 2 turret goes down. As MVP picked that one up.
Ironically was on MVP.
That's, oh wow, yeah. Oh boy, Ian, you're overstaying your welcome, my friend. All alone. Deadly Flourish won't do much to save him. Songwon goes low. Will get popped, but Zillion ultimate keeps him alive. Yep, he's just playing around top, keeping the waves moving towards the base of ROX. Oh, big burst of damage, almost goes down.
And that's the worry is that, sure, you can pretty easily twitch Chrono Shift the Syndra ulti, but if you die to the EQ, that's a lot harder to predict.
Yep, that's going to be MVP starting up the Baron, already down below half HP. Mountain and Infernal Drake doing wonders for them. Stun not going to connect Linderong. He decides to go in, jumps onto ADD, pops the Dominus. Meanwhile, Max getting disrupted in the back line by Mickey. He's going to throw the Nethergrass flash over the wall. Comes Ian, throws out the Q, will be able to take him down. Actually, Max takes him away with a Malefic Vision. So now that's 3 members of ROX falling after picking one ill-advised fight around the Baron. Flash away by Key. 4th shot locks him up. Is it long enough? Yes, it is. ADD. He'll go ahead, commit the flash.
It's always a bad feel when the Chrono Shift's still up when 3 of your team have already died. Should be the second turret going down or a fight.
ADD right in the front, gonna slice and dice his way, trying to get out to safety. Bomb does explode onto Ian, but he is still relatively okay. He'll peel back, waiting for that Zillion ultimate to expire, but actually...
someone might die to the dot.
Yeah, dies to the minion. Songwon limping out. Will barely make it back to the fountain. Linderong comes back up from the Zil ult. So no one will die. Just that mid and hip going down. Help me out here.
Well, Mickey's overextended.
Oh, yep. He's going to get locked up. That's going to be the W.
Oh, he was actually Chrono Shifted, though.
Yeah, Chrono Shift does come through in time, but Nethergrass follows up. He's got the big shield coming through. Max getting popped. He will go down. Ian, he goes low. He's going to get taken out. That's a kill picked up for Mickey. Now, can he find more? ADD is able to finish off Songyun. Maha sniping from the back with...
They go straight on.
Oh, wow. Actually, that's going to be, yeah, right in there. Linderong jumping in straight on top of Maha. And he pays for that one with his life.
Well, that was the wrong direction to Realm Warp. They Realm Warped into melee, range of an Elise.
Replay, please.
No, they just literally died.
Well,
time to kill Baron. You may not live, Baron.
I want to see a replay just to wrap my head around it.
The Realm Warp was a great idea, anywhere except into melee range. So,
all right.
This actually looked like...
It started off really well.
Remember, there was like a billion gold advantage. We're talking like 12,000 gold advantage for MVP. They use everything on one member. The one thing they can counter is single target focus. You know, one member dies, you're like, okay, this is the one for MVP.
And then when Ian goes down, you think everything's fine.
Look, Songyun dies in the back line, but it's just a Renekton. He's out of the fight. Get out of there. Linderong tanking, and they go in, and instant deletion on the Rise, who's at 500 HP, so... Mickey, that was not one to remember.
That was a Mickey play.
That was certainly a Mickey play.
See how long they want to stick around. Beyond did go quite low.
I do like that MVP either have the champions that only they play, like the Scion, where they're like, man, Scion win rate in LCK is very high. Or they're buffing up the Syndra and Renekton win rates. They're like, we can play this, I guess. Goes pretty well. Looking to end the game. That's why we see the teleport onto the minion. Massive load of minions coming in. Just the Nexus turrets to power through.
ADD straight back in.
Minion wave. And the bot lane is quite far away and it's delayed, so that may actually extend the game. Walk up, though, finally.
Songyun's going to be quite adept at clearing out these waves with that Sivir, even if they are super creeps. Big stun coming through. Locks up Songyun and Key. He's going to get Nethergrass. Meanwhile, ADD going to be jumped onto the front line. Has that Guardian Angel to lock it. Buys him a hell of a lot of time. Linderong goes deep. Is able to help take out Beyond. Meanwhile, Max goes down. 2 members dead on the side of MVP. Just the Zillion here. for ROX Tigers. Mickey comes back up though, gets popped immediately by Maha, who's just got too much damage on the Jhin. No real resistances to mitigate that damage. Nexus turrets will go down, but MVP can't stick around to try to clean this up.
Nope, not this time. Max and Beyond are down. The minion wave isn't in the right spot, so correct move is to back away.
And see Linderong, GA, ready to go for him. Stun not going to connect. Push advance in onto ADD, pops the Dominus immediately. Slice a nice back. Round warp here from Mickey, but gets popped immediately. Chrono Shift does make it onto him, but he's still coming back at half HP. Beyond goes up in the air, trying to lock down this Rise. Won't be able to do so, and now Mickey actually trading back. Cocoon connects, however. That's going to be Ian swooping up the kill with the Scatter of the Week. Mickey goes down, Linderong follows, and that is going to be the Nexus getting shattered here. Songyun desperately trying to kite this out as best as he can, but to no avail. He will go down. Ian barely going to live, almost gets popped by that Zill Bomb right at the end, but the Nexus crumbles, and that's MVP taking away game one.
For both teams, swingiest matchup is the mid lane, so we can see if Rengar and Kha'Zix can help dictate which way the Syndra versus Corki matchup goes. Feels like over time, Corki has the more natural itemization to get through the lane, Hexdrinker into, at some point, the more Malmortius. But we saw yesterday that Syndra gets ahead, can just be another potential kill for Ian, and again, who's to question is Syndra, 5-0 this season.
Yeah, he's been looking so good on it, so looking to tack another win, a sixth win onto the board with that Syndra. We'll
and
see if
just
he's
such
able
an
to do
unlikely jump up the standings. Third place for MVP, 8 matches in. That's definitely, given how much they struggled right at the start, really good territory for them.
Yeah, something that you would not have expected from these guys. Maybe even after their climb from last year, third place is still exceeding expectations, but the round is not over yet. But for now, we have to go ahead and find out what the conclusion of this second match is going to be as we go ahead and jump onto the Rift, see if MVP can close this out with a 2-0, or if ROX Tigers will take us to a game 3. Not against the Maokai. Yeah, Songwon coming forward onto Ian, flashes away, the exhaust comes through, he's already locked up.
Ghosting though as well.
Yep, but not going to be able to lock him down. Mickey could have maybe flashed forward.
That was the right direction for Ian to flash. Because he had Ghost, another summon, a spell would have died, but open up enough space. That was the maximum space you could open up from the oncoming Corki and Kha'Zix. Speaking of Kha'Zix, he's feeling frisky.
Nope, there's nothing here. I guess I'll go back then. Beyond still sitting in the brush. Mickey's starting to roam up from mid lane as well. Beyond's going to find the Kha'Zix. Meanwhile, bottom lane, flash forward, one more hit. There we go. Maha comes up with the first blood as Key goes down. Max low on HP, but still able to make it out safely early on, so.
Fast track, I think, is a bit of a misnomer given how slow the build is. I'm going to say inside track to
inside track,
the expensive build. Well, this time he hit everything.
Yeah.
So that previous kill that almost came through.
The synchronized flashing, yeah, he'll.
That minion would have killed him.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in mid, flash forward, Beyond trying to get on top of Mickey. That was a bit hopeful.
Mr. Brightside, Korea version.
Your favorite at Noribon. Songwon, he goes low. Whoa. There we go. Unleash power enough to take him down. Mountain Drake also picked up by MVP. Now Ian and Beyond in a bit of a rough spot. That's going to be the Dark Passage. Ian, he'll zip his way away from Linderong, and Mickey helps come up with a kill onto Key, but they do trade Beyond's life. But overall, you got to be quite happy about that one if you're MVP. 2 kills and a Mountain Drake.
Yeah, 2 for 1. Feels pretty good for MVP, and they take the Drake, like you mentioned. Nautilus fishing for something on the back end, but Corki not overextending in mid. They also envision. I mean, the curtain call, but it's less lethality.
Oh, hook in onto Key. That's going to be the Dark Passage coming down.
They messed that up about as much as possible.
Yeah, that wasn't quite peanut levels of messing up a blast cone, but it was still pretty bad.
A lot of backup here for Max. It doesn't have the Dark Passage yet,
TP
though.
comes through from Linderong. TP going to be matched by ADD, can play away. Max does go low. Curtain call opened up. Going to be trading blows. ADD tries to get into the front line. Mickey coming around from the side. Jumps onto Ian. Helps come up with the kill. Beyond picks it up. Beyond now coming in from the back.
So low!
So many people in ROX Tigers going low. Big Q coming through from the Caitlyn. Takes down 2. A double kill over for Maha. And it's just going to be Linderong left. He goes back in. And he will fall. Songyun alone in top. Everybody on ROX Tigers went low in that fight. Ends up dying. And MVP, their lead just continues to pour forth. Maha having a whale of a time on that Caitlyn. Mickey, you can see he's thinking about it. He's actually going to go in. Interrupts the recall here for ADD. He gets that big shield coming through, but 3 members arrive, and he goes down. So this time, the alpha recall doesn't pay off.
As health is very good against magic damage always, but you got the proc damage as they really want to catch Maha.
Takes the Dark Passage out to safety, and suddenly Songyun doesn't have any range on those shots on Songyun that they can toss out. Dredgeline, though, connects right onto him. He'll get rooted down. Depth charge goes through, still rather healthy on the Jin, but that doesn't last too long as they go ahead. They take him down. ADD coming up with a killing blow. Songwon having to leap out, flash forward beyond, going into the brush just to get straight on top of Key, able to take about 2 kills picked up for MVP, and now they can go right back over to that Baron.
That wasn't even about Maho, only threw out the ultimate, didn't get any auto attacks off because was out of range of them. Looking for another hook, will not find one. Obviously ROX still super squishy this early in the game. They turn on to Baron, Max, ADD, and Beyond can trade tank it. Maha will do the damage. Songwon needs a miracle.
Miracle indeed. Ian likely going to be lining up for the stun to stop him from coming in. He is able to find the push back. It's actually going to be Baron, confirmed by ADT. Songwon is a bit too late, does go down. In the end, Ian puts another kill on the board for himself. 2, 1, and 3 on that Syndra. Now Baron of ROX going to try to answer him. Meanwhile, Max getting jumped on. Okay. Have a lot of damage on the side of ROX still, and he's a squishy Thresh. He will go down, but now ADD TPing in right on top of everybody in the ROX Tigers. Mickey goes low as the Songyun has to flash out to safety. Ian, though, is able to take out Key. That's a 1-for-1 as both of these supports go down. A flash out from Mickey. Songyun is able to cut it back. In a 60 CS lead that he's accrued over Songyun.
So no rush for the last Whisper
things have been going well. You can see how much he's just poking down Songwon for.
He's getting range for the ult, does not. Don't think it would have killed Songwon either.
Oh, but the Dredgeline coming in locks him down. Headshot. 557 damage. That'll kill him.
Showing new picks in multiple roles.
Linderong gets hooked yet again. Big shield coming through. Gets stunned up. Has to flash away. Barely gets that redemption heal to just kind of keep him right underneath 50%. The turret's not broken yet. Super Creep's still pushing up in mid lane. Oh boy, Mickey over the trap. That's going to be the depth charge. Will it kill him? Nope. Heal comes out from Songyun, who arrives just in time to keep his mid laner alive. But that's about all he can do as the turret falls. Songwon getting locked up, getting caught by that Dredgeline. Ace in the hole comes through. Not enough to kill him. But
damage.
Yeah, flashing away. Just has to get away from those headshots. Linderong won't be able to do that, though. He goes down. Second Nexus turret and top will fall, and MVP look like they can just close it out right here.
It should happen here. No front line now for ROX Tigers. Some damage, but nothing else. Nautilus can laugh at most of that damage. Choosing to back away. I guess they want to get some of their statistics up. Take all the turrets. If you remember, MVP were the team last year that had all those super close losses, all those frustrating losses, and talked about everyone flashing to end the game and things like that. So I think the tutorial victories are what they're about now, Kilios.
That was interesting. I mean,
it's good timing, actually.
He expected that ROX was going to be going for this Baron, but I guess had to misjudge where they'd be at. Max now going to get jumped on, plays back on the Linderong, trying to keep himself alive.
Buying time.
On goes in, takes a bit of damage.
Oh, here comes
big
Maha,
scatter of the week comes through. Songwon immediately going to get popped. Linderong going into the back line, but Maha just sustaining through it all. Ace of the hole connects onto Mickey. He is so low, ADD. And he led the Dredgeline. Doesn't matter. The stun comes through from Ian. That's going to be the ace. That's going to be the game. Super Creep already knocking down the Nexus turrets. And MVP in just under 33 minutes will close out game number 2. A 2-0 victory over the ROX Tigers, sending them into 9th and propelling themselves into 3rd place for the moment.
Yeah, clean ace to end a clean series to end a clean couple of weeks from MVP. For them to be 3rd this deep into the first round robin is massive for this organization.